Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we have another ceramic coating slash paint correction to do today on another black vehicle. Today we actually have a Denali, a GMC Denali. This is brand new, it's the ultimate. It is beautiful. And actually it has low miles. It only has 11,000 miles on it. And when the guy dropped it off this morning, I asked him, have you ever taken it through the car wash? Because you see a lot of black vehicles, especially when they go through the car wash, get swirls, heavy swirls. The F-250 that I did a couple months back, only went to the car wash a couple of times, and it was horrible. And so, praise the Lord, he said that he has not taken it through the car wash, that I actually cleaned this car, or this truck, a couple months back, and ever since then, because he had just gotten it, ever since then he's hand washed it himself at the house. So very happy about that, because that means less work for me, and so I can get home and see my babies. So without further ado, we're about to get this thing pulled in here, get it started to get cleaned. We're going to be doing the tires, just basically everything on the outside, tires, and then we're doing polish, and then the ceramic coating. Again, I'll show you the ceramic coating I'm using, but again, it's the same one I used last time. It's an Adams product. I love it. It does such a good job. So stay tuned. Before we get to the next part though, please feel free to subscribe, like, and comment, and share this video. Again, I'm trying to pull out a lot more videos for you guys, and trying to get some better videos out for you. I'm still learning, still new at this, so again, comment what you want to see, what you want me to do. If you want to see some car reviews, anything else, and whatever you want, I'll do it. But anyways, again, let's get this thing started. I'm ready to get it going. Again, it's almost 8 o'clock here. I got here at 7 and forgot my SD card, so I had to go run home, which is about 10 minutes. But we're gonna get this thing started and hopefully be done with the paint process, other than the ceramic coating, by lunchtime. So we'll see. As you guys can see, this thing is actually pretty dirty on the outside. As again, it's a newer truck, but there's still some swirlage, a little bit of some scratches, and just tons of dirt. And so we're gonna get this thing washed and get it ready for a ceramic coating. As always, we're going to start with the tires first, using an all-purpose cleaner. Getting these tires cleaned. They weren't that dirty, but we're going to get this thing sprayed on there, let it sit for just a little bit, then get her clean. Alright guys, as we get started with the double bucket method wash, I just want to remind you guys that when I'm doing paint correction, or when you're doing paint correction, you want to always clay bar the paint. That gets all the contaminants out, and that allows the ceramic or wax or whatever you're using to adhere to the paint. And so using a clay bar, so I know it's not clay, Again, I used this last time in my other ceramic video. You can get these from any auto parts store. And this is a synthetic clay bar. For basic clay barring, this bad boy I figured is the easiest thing to do. Again, you can grab it easy, get anywhere real fast. And so as you'll see, we're going to do the contact wash and then this right here. And when you're doing it, I mentioned this before, but you always want to go around the paint. We don't want to go swirls or anything, because again, we're not trying to make the paint worse than it is, which is not really that bad. But yeah, you can tell when I was just spraying it off, literally the water does not want to adhere to the paint, which really is showing me that, again, it has 11,000 miles, so it's new paint. So I'm very happy about it. But anyways, let's get this thing going.
I'll tell you what, it never gets old as a detailer when you're foaming a vehicle. It's just so satisfying. Hope it's satisfying to you, because I enjoy it every time I do it.
All right, so I've got the paint finished and ready to be corrected. And again, like I said, this thing is pretty much, I mean, it's new. It's a new truck. It only has 11,000 miles, like I said, and so it doesn't need that much help. Again, if I didn't do anything and just put ceramic coating on it, it probably would be fine. But again, the client's paying for me to make sure this thing looks absolutely perfect. And so I'm not gonna do what I did last time. On the F250 I did my previous video, I used a two-step method, a very heavy compound, and then a polish. And this polish that I'll be using today is Ultra Pro Finish Polish by Meguiar's, and it has a little bit of cutting compound, but not heavy. And I'm just gonna use this with a heavier pad. That way, I'm not going to be attacking this thing like a 2009 Corolla. the paint's not horrible. And so I'm not gonna act like it's horrible and use the cutting compound and take all that extra clear coat or whatever off. And it doesn't need that. All it needs is a good polish to get all those little swirls that are in the finish, and get it back to looking like it came off the showroom floor. So we're just gonna use this, and I have a Rupes buffer that I brought, and I usually use when I'm cutting. I might end up using, like last time, this Milwaukee one that we have down in the shop. Just goes a lot faster. All right, so I got my polisher. This I think is a medium to a heavy pad, and we got our Ultra Pro finish compound, and we're gonna start attacking this paint, getting this thing ready for ceramic coating. Again, this thing isn't too bad in shape. It just needs a little bit of love, a little bit of something to get that paint fully back. Just some minor scratches and stuff, minor imperfections. So we're gonna get that going, and then we'll get to the ceramic coating. Actually, change of plans. I had a little bit of change of plans. So I used the polish on this quarter panel here, and I was looking at it. I'm like, I don't know. I just wasn't happy with it. But I'm like, it doesn't need to be fully cut. It's not swirlless like that. It's just I just want perfection. I know, just one of those things with detailers. We overanalyze things and we want everything perfect, and everything can't be perfect. But I did realize one thing. I do have something else in my arsenal that I've used before that does a great job, and it's a polish, and it's made by a great company. It's called the Turtle Wax Ceramic Acrylic Black Polish. I've actually used this on a couple of black trucks, a Honda Ridgeline that just got a wax, and it does a great job getting the paint shiny, get all those little imperfections out, and get it to where it needs to be without having to do the full cutting compound on the paint, because again, it doesn't need it. So I just did that, and on camera you won't be able to see much because it all looks the same, right? But in person I can see the difference. Like, this looks a lot more uniformed and not as many swirls or little scratches here and there, because in here there's the little tiny little scratches here, and then here there's not. So yeah, so I'm gonna be using this now. Forget Meguiar's today. We're gonna be using Turtle Wax, and I don't know if you guys ever use Turtle Wax, but all their brands I use, their waxes and stuff like that as well. Such a good company, great products, great results, and so we're gonna start using this, and so let's do it. Alright guys, we are finally able to start this ceramic coating. Everything's been polished, taken off, it looks beautiful. And so now it's time to do the ceramic coating. I want to show you because like I mentioned earlier this morning, the first video, I'm actually got two trucks. This one, and then there's another, I think it's a GMC Sierra. I'm not sure if it's a Denali or what year it is, but I think it's a newer GMC of some sort that's also black. So he has two ceramic coatings. But I want to show you that, guys, because this is the advanced kit that Adams provides. You can buy it. I bought it off of Amazon, and it's actually on sale. Usually it's like $169, and I paid $109 plus tax. So I thought it was a great deal because usually ceramic coating itself is over $100. So this kit is awesome. I used this last time on the F250. I'm going to show you what comes in it. This box looks a little wonky because Amazon dropped it off and it was already open. But you get a couple of things. Get some microfiber towels. These are microfiber, I believe, as well. Kind of feels like a when you clean your glasses or something. Kind of material. 2 nozzles for your surface prep, which we will be using. It also smells good. And then the graphene boost for after you do the ceramic coating. You can apply that after it sits for 24 hours or so long. You know, every month you want to apply some more. Just put a little bit of that graphene boost on there. Just kind of enhances the sheen of it and whatnot. Get another towel. Get some gloves. Again, you don't want that on your hands. The ceramic coating. And then you get 2 microfiber applicator pads. And so pretty easy and straightforward stuff in here. Again, I use this. The reason I like the packs is because you can make your own surface prep. I actually made my own, which is basically just diluted, I think it's 99% alcohol or 90% alcohol and some water. This is basically all it is, surface prep. And what this does is it just kind of gets, after you polish and cut it, you want to just use this, spray a little bit on there, dry it off, wipe it off, and that'll get the surface fully ready for you to put the ceramic coating on. Make sure there's nothing else that's on there that you can't see. So I'm gonna do that with every spot I do, every door or whatever. I'm gonna spray some on there, wipe it off, and then do the ceramic coating. So make sure that I'm good. Even though it looks like I'm good, you never know. Sometimes in the sun, you see there's a couple spots that you missed. But again, I love this pack. If you are an auto detailer as well, or someone that just wants to get into ceramic coatings, this is a great ceramic coating to get into. Super easy to use. They even have a kit that has a light, which I'll show you guys in a minute because I like to use it. But it kind of helps you see where you've done your ceramic coating. It's like a blue light, and so it's pretty cool to kind of see as you go along. But again, I think this is one of the best kits you can get for the money that's you know, anybody can get. And so yeah, I've seen many great results, great reviews on the interwebs. So if you want to get into ceramic coatings or do a ceramic coating on your vehicle, again, this one's the one to do it. It's very easy to apply. There's tons of videos on it. You can even watch this one. And again, you just gotta take your time, and once you get done, again, it'll turn out great. Let's do this. We're gonna get the ceramic coating started to put on. Again, I have a mask as well because you do not want to breathe this stuff in. Like liquid glass, it'll hurt your lungs. So when I wear gloves and the respirator, some people wear glasses. I'm already legally blind. You can't tell, but I wear contacts. But I can't. When I'm wearing the glasses, it's hard to see what I'm doing. So I'm just gonna not wear glasses. You don't have to, but you gotta make sure you wear gloves and a respirator for sure. But without further ado, we're gonna get this thing ready and get this thing going. All right, guys, we're getting serious now. We got gloves on. We're gonna open this bad boy up. All right. You see that? It's basically got a little, comes out there a little bit. We got our applicator pad. Before we do that, before we do anything about the ceramic coating, adding that, like I said, got a prep spray. I got, these came with a pack. This actually came with the old pack. It's been sitting in the box over there, but it's from my last ceramic coating I did. So we're just gonna spray. down just to get it all ready for ceramic coating. Just getting rest of anything that got on there. You know, I polished a lot of stuff and could have got a little polish here and there. And what's cool about the ceramic coating, and what I'll be doing today is, the ceramic coating you can also put on plastics, glass. So I'm gonna put it on plastic here, the regular paint, plastic, all the glass, and as well as door handles, the mirrors, taillights, headlights. Basically all that stuff can get ceramic coated. So we're gonna try to get everything on this thing ceramic coated for the guy. So now that we got our prep done, we're going to grab our ceramic coating. Grab our ceramic coating. And it's already been shaken and stuff. So this is our microfiber applicator pad. And what you want to do is you first got to prime it. So you just want to do a little bead on there. Get it all primed. When you're starting to apply it, you go this way, and then once you hit your spot, you're about. I usually like to do maybe like about half of this, about half a door, and then you're gonna want to go back over it, going the opposite way. That way you get everything coated and made sure it's coated. But again, we primed our microfiber applicator pad here. So we'll put some more on there. Get it all ready. Now it's time to start. I just want to do this a little bit in real time so you can see how it's done. And when it's done, when you're done applying it, sometimes it can take about 2 minutes. I've had it take less than that. Just all depends on the environment you're in. But it'll do a rainbow effect. Sometimes it can do it almost immediately. Sometimes it takes a little bit of time, depending on the vehicle and the paint. But make sure everything's covered. And then what we'll do is once we get everything covered this way, we'll wait for that rainbow effect. And I'll have that UV light that they can buy with the kit. Not the kit I bought, but the more advanced kit, I guess. You'll be able to see it. It's actually really cool. And then we'll start taking it off. And the reason you want to do it in smaller sections is because if you do too much at one time, and let's say one side of it dries, now we're just going to wait for it to do its little rainbow effect. And as we wait, we'll get that UV light. And again, it's going to be pretty cool to see. I thought it was awesome. When I first did my first ceramic coating, we had that UV light, and it was terrifying to do ceramic coating, because you're scared you're going to mess up someone's paint. But moreover, it's awesome to be to see it because it literally like glows like if you're in a blue light. Sometimes you have played golf, public golf under blue lights and everything's glowing up. That's pretty much how this thing does. So I'm gonna grab that light, and I can already start seeing the rainbow effect. I don't know if you guys can or not in the camera. Let's see. Nah, you can't really see it on the camera. In person, I can see it, but I guess on camera, not so much. Right, here's our UV light that we have. Again, literally just a blue light, basically, from Adams that they made for this ceramic coating. And let's see, it's still rainbowing, and we want to give it a little longer, but look at this. No coating, coating. Alright guys, I have just finished up this ceramic coating on this truck, and I'm not going to show you the results yet. I'll have some B-roll for tomorrow, because we have to let this thing sit for 24 hours. Let that ceramic coating really adhere to that paint. So we're going to wait until tomorrow. So I'll see you tomorrow, and I promise you it'll be totally worth it. It looks so good right now, but I want you guys to see it when it's fully caked on there. See you tomorrow. Alright guys, welcome back. It is the next day. The car or truck has been sitting in the shop for about 22 hours with that ceramic coating on there, and it looks absolutely amazing. I'm about to show you here in a second, but again, before I do, I just want to reiterate, this thing took about 12 hours from start to complete. I started around 7 and ended around 7, so about 12 hours of getting this thing looking like this. So it takes time, but as you can see, the results speak for itself. Without further ado, let's get to that. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. Hope you liked it. Again, it was a long process to get this thing ceramic coated, but it came out fantastic. He was very happy with it, and I'm actually doing another one of his trucks or vehicles next Saturday, so we'll be seeing another video of a ceramic coating, and so until then, again, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for your support. Again, if you're not subscribed or whatnot, please subscribe and share this video. Again, I got so much more coming. I'm gonna try to be doing weekly to bi-weekly uploads, and so stay tuned. I got a lot of stuff coming. It's gonna be good. But anyways, hope you have a good rest of your day or good night, and God bless. See you next one.